wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my boy heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping this.
So even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders. In the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
The Raiders had 0-3 here to begin the campaign, and you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down.
So pass interference to call. That's going to set him up with a 1st down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The official's letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the 1st quarter.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
But 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw.
He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll roll him out right.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
13th play now on the opening drive. Will this be the lucky one? It's 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Chiefs are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to...
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. They find some open field here. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in Vegas.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about.
Oh, this is blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after 1. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Steps away to his left. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's complete to Adams.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They're going to look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he is not going to find the end zone. He stopped up short, and this remains a 6-6 game. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the
3. Jacobs going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. 2nd and 5.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Raiders have moved out in front.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
There he goes, right side. The 30. 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from capturing the lead.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do. And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 40, 20, 10. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Well, I think there was a lot of surprise from the kicking team there. After the block, they kind of froze and then realized, oh, wait, they can return this, and they returned it all the way.
And you know why they froze? Not often do you get that second sound, right? There's the kick, you hear that, and then there's that second thud when there's a block. That's when people freeze and they have to realize where the ball is. They picked it up and took it the other way.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll look to throw here.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. On 1st down, Mahomes.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown. Kansas City.
Noah Gray.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's taken to the 26. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Back to throw now on 1st down.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
Divine Diablo there to make the stop.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT.
And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Open man, that's Renfro. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Caught on the right side by Adams. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Rose. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again.
And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
There you go, partner. That's some old school football right there. You need 1 yard? Give it to your bruiser fullback and let him get the job done.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. 2nd and 6.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll drop to throw. The open man here, Renfro. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Jacobs. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. 2nd and 13. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. Touchdown. Darren Waller with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Raiders put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here.
Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Throwing on second and long. Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Mahomes going to throw. Dancing to his left. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his third touchdown now on the year.
And the Chiefs use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Mahomes will throw for it. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
They'll set up to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
It's caught here by Adams. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Back to throw.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Complete to Bryant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Able to connect with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble is 6, but now it's 4th.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Six yards left on 2nd down. And some room to maneuver. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 17-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
I can't help but laugh. And the only reason is anytime the backup breaks a big one like that, he's going to be hard to deal with in film, wanting to know why he's not getting starters carries.
That's what he's thinking. Great carry there. Right back to him on first down. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Here's a give up the middle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only a 1-yard gain, but good enough to just about finish this one off. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Moore, the man in motion. Now this is Kelsey, a tight end carry. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, it'd take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Well, they're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
So that last touchdown sealed it their partner, and then the kickoff there at the end, just a formality to knock the final seconds off and send everyone home.
Yeah, it's awfully nice when you're kicking off late, knowing that even if you give up a big return or a touchdown, it doesn't matter, right? You mentioned the word formality. Good job by them putting themselves in that situation where kicking off did not matter.
So for the Chiefs,
it's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we eat it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team.